Cancer, Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Hello, my name is Linda. I'm in Australia, and this is your guidance for September 2025, a whole new month, a whole new season. So, here in Australia, of course, we're coming into spring, beautiful time of year. And for some of you, you could be going into autumn, couldn't you? Because you are on the other side of the world. And so, always a great time. A new season is always a great time for new beginnings and changes as well. And some of the readings we've done so far are saying just that. So, Cancer, let's have a look and see what Spirit wants to say to you for September 2025. And again, as I said, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We always start off, as you know, with one card from the Angels, Gods, and Goddesses deck. It is our mystery card. We don't look until the end of the reading to see what Spirit gives us. And if you are new to our channel, well, you are so very welcome. If you would like to give us a like at the end of your reading or during your reading, if you would like to subscribe, you will receive our daily guidance every day. We put out our daily guidance, which is 2 cards plus affirmations that are given to you on a daily basis. We also put out our collective messages from Spirit every 4 to 5 days. You will receive notification of that and everything else that we do for you, Cancer, throughout the month. And we would love to have you as part of our family. It would be lovely, really lovely. So we're going to ask Spirit. This is for Cancer. All our beautiful Cancerians, Sun, Moon, Rising for September 2025. We'd like to ask, please, for 3 cards for the general energy of this month. What does Cancer need to know or what to expect? And we'll have a look and see what you're given. 9 of Swords. Okay. We have the Chariot. Could be buying a new car. We're buying a new car, Cancer. And we have the 10 of Pentacles. Ooh, okay. Well, got some air. We've got a major arcana, the Chariot, and of course we've got some money here as well. And of course we'll have a look at these, and then we'll also ask for some guidance from the Oracle, the Tarot deck, and of course I always ask for some guidance from my Oracle deck as well. So the 9 of Swords, well, you know what? The 9 of Swords, she's sitting in the tarot. She's sitting in the bed. She's got her hands like this, but she's got a beautiful bedspread. And she's not concentrating on the bedspread. She's mainly concentrating what's going on in my mind. So for some of us, Cancer, some of us, we are having a little bit of trouble sleeping. Maybe there's a lot going around in our heads. Maybe we're worrying. Could be worrying about family, loved ones, worrying about ourselves. It's very possible. And so the Chariot card, being a major arcana, is saying to us, Cancer, that, by the way, everybody, whenever I do readings, I talk to you as if I'm you. So I'm saying us, we. That's how I talk. So the Chariot is all about saying this to you, Cancer. You know, you've accomplished a great deal. You have achieved such a lot over the last weeks, months, and even in some cases years. And so this is not a time now to step away from the future accomplishments, because some of you might be feeling pretty happy with yourself. We've got the 10 of Pentacles here. And so you might be feeling pretty good about yourself. You've accomplished a great deal. It hasn't been easy, mind you, but Spirit is saying there's so much more out there for you. Cancer, there is so much more out there for you. With the Chariot, you know, it's an interesting card because in most of the decks you'll see that he's not actually holding the reins. He's actually allowing himself to be taken. He's allowing himself to be guided. And sometimes, Cancer, that's what we need to do. We need to take the reins. We need to take responsibility of our future. We need to say, okay, you know what, Spirit, take me, show me whatever it is I can't see myself or what I need to see. I'm prepared to put my faith and trust in you so that you can show me the way, and then I will follow. I will go with my intuition. Uh, we're also looking at your willpower. We're looking at your strength, strength to go the distance. This is also about self-discipline. Look, some of you might be out buying a new car. Could be, but you have got the Ten of Pentacles here, so it's very possible you could be buying a new car this month and feeling pretty pleased with yourself that you're able to do that. When we come back to the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Swords is our mindset. And so, Cancer, some of you, not all, of course, some of you may be going through a little bit of stress and strife around you at the moment. And where sometimes our thoughts get in the way of fact. Sometimes we lay awake at night worrying about things, but those things actually don't actually come into fruition. So this is a time where Spirit is saying to you that try very hard not to put your thoughts into negative. Try and stay positive if you can, because if you lay awake all night worrying about this is going to happen or is that's going to happen or am I going to lose my job or am I going to be able to pay for this bill? That isn't going to change the situation or improve the situation. All it's going to do is make you tired and fatigued. And so, um, give spirit your fears, hand them over. Talk to your guides, talk to spirit, and they understand exactly what you're going through, and they'll give you the strength to get through those difficulties that you are, excuse me, struggling with. Oh, bless me. So those of you who watch me regularly know that Linda's a sneezer. And of course, we're coming into spring. Oh my goodness me. And I have so many beautiful trees around me, nature. And so it does bother my nose sometimes. But anyway, we get through it. If they're the only problems I have in life, I'm very blessed. A few sneezes on my YouTube channel. Okay, everyone. And so this is so the Ten of Pentacles, this is about your security. This is about your finances. And so this is the time for you now to take control of your future and take control of your finances. So some of you may be having some sleepless nights because you're worrying about that. What do I do? Where should I put my money? Should I, invest in this? Should I invest in that? And this is very much about what Spirit is saying is that you have accomplished a great deal, um, and you should be very happy with yourself, and many of you are. But this is also about self-discipline. The Chariot is about self-discipline and the willpower, maybe not to waste our money and not to overspend. If you are thinking of doing that, then look into it. Look into it before you buy something big. This car that you might be looking at, make sure that is this car what you really need? I mean, you might be saying, you know what, I think I might buy a convertible, but is a convertible practical? You may be thinking of spending a lot of money on a very fancy car. And is it really, maybe you're better off getting a sedan or an SUV or something like that. And so some of you might be doing that, Cancer. Let's have a look. We're going to ask now for some more guidance for our beautiful Cancerians for September 2025. What else would you like to say to us, please, about this Chariot and this worry, this Nine of Swords? What else would you like to give us? Yep, okay. And so the very first message is the Five of Cups. We also have the Four of Cups, 4 and 5. And we have the Five of Swords. Okay, this came out before. This came out before when I cut the deck, so I'm going to put it out because it was the next card next to the Five of Swords. So we've got two fives here, and we've also got three fives. Three fives. We've got Five of Cups. We've got the Five of Swords. We've got the Five of Wands. How interesting! Fives are very fortuitous numbers. They're actually change, and three fives together is a really powerful message about you have an opportunity to create the life that you truly wish. And so that's rather interesting. But we do have the Five of Cups. And Cancer, the Five of Cups is all about, realizing that not all is lost. It could be a relationship of any kind. It could be a love relationship. It could be a family or family work. It could be anything. That Spirit is saying that emotionally not all is lost. There are still opportunities here for you to move forward. If he was to see those two cups sitting behind him and grab them and walk along to the edge and walk over that white bridge, he'd find his castle. And so he's concentrating on three lost cups. He's not looking at the opportunities that are still there. He's not even thinking about the opportunities that are there. So this is a time, my guide is saying, this is not a time to dwell on what could have been. This is not a time to dwell on the loss. This is now a time to realize that not all is lost. There are still opportunities here. This is a journey you've been on. This is a journey that it could be causing you sleepless nights. Could be causing you, it's caused you a lot of stress, a lot of anguish, so on. But Spirit is saying that now is the time, this month, new season, new everything. Now's the time to let this be the month that you decide to make changes and to move forward now. Time to move forward. Look, it's interesting that we have the Ten of Pentacles and we have the Four of Pentacles here. And also the Chariot is also sitting underneath the Four of Pentacles. So Cancer, are you thinking of investing money? Are you thinking of putting your money into new property, new car? Are you contemplating debating? Well, this is not a time to rush. Spirit is saying you do not have to rush into this. He's saying that, finding magic in the little things in life and, financial security is very important. But we have got this self-discipline and willpower here. And this is a major arcana. So this month, hang on to your finances. If that, for some of you, that could be the message where you need to hang on to your finances and just go with the flow. Take your time. We have got for others, this can be an opportunity where you could this opportunity that's coming up could very much lead you to more abundance in your life as well. Now, we also have the Five of Swords, and this is about moving away from stress and strife, moving away and not allowing others to create any stress and strife in your life. And that could also be about your finances. It's possible that for Cancer, maybe there is a financial situation around you where you need to say a no to somebody or walk away from something. Could be a job that you're not happy in, a situation where it's not good for you. And so you're deciding, you're saying, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to tolerate this anymore. And what the Five of Wands is saying to you is that, you're just feeling too challenged here. You're feeling as if there are situations around you or people around you who are challenging you. Maybe you'd rather walk away from that. If you are feeling challenged in work, career, family, friends, whatever, maybe it's time for you to stand your ground and be strong and say to them, I'm not interested. I'm not prepared to stay in this situation. I'm walking away, because the Two of Swords is very much a decision. And I feel, Cancer, that there are many of you that out there watching this, that you need to walk away from something. You need to make a decision. Take control of your life. Take the reins when it comes to the Chariot. When I see the Chariot, I also say to you all about steering your own ship. You being the captain of your own ship. Steer yourself in the direction you want to go. And I feel this is a month where you need to do that, and try very hard to realize that you're better off to do that, and not allow others to bring stress and strife and conflict in your life, especially around your finances. Okay. The Two of Swords is very much putting up boundaries. Maybe you need to put up some boundaries. Maybe you need to say to people, no, I'm not going to get involved in any of this stress and strife. I don't want to know about it. I'm walking away, and I'm putting up my boundaries, because I'm just feeling just a little bit too pressured here. So I'm protecting myself. I'm going to put up my walls, and I'm going to protect myself. Sometimes that's not a bad idea. The swords does represent our thoughts, it represents our minds, but it also represents stress and strife and difficult situations that are sometimes affecting our mindset and affecting us on a negative plane. So this month, even though you feel challenged, you feel as though you're up against it all, Spirit is saying to you that you've got the most important message here is the Major Arcana. Cancer, you take control of your future. You take control of your life, okay? And also, I just was told to say that if you are thinking of purchasing a vehicle, then you feel like everybody's telling you all different, buy this, buy that. The Spirit is saying that make up your own mind, steer your own ship, and choose your own. I just get this strong message about somebody buying a car. So I've got to give you what I get. So we're going to ask, I was just going to ask for a bit more from my private oracle deck. This is for Cancer. So we're just talking about the Chariot here. Got some swords, emotional, a little bit of emotional loss, but opportunity to move on, especially financially. Maybe needing to walk away from a situation that could be causing us a little bit of stress and strife, and maybe putting some barriers up. So I'd like to just ask, please, for some guidance for our beautiful Cancers. Yeah. Okay, celebration. Celebration. Okay, so could be around a female. There could be a female in your life. Okay, so it's very possible, Cancer, but over the next 3 to 5 months, you could be making some very, very big changes now. This is actually you, but making changes within yourself. This is self-healing. This is changes in your structure. This is changes in your life, your thoughts, in some cases, your nutrition. And I feel I've got this very strong message that over the next 3 to 5 months, you're going to be making some very positive changes, or you've been thinking about making some very positive changes. There is a celebration coming up, even though this reading is for September. This is an oracle deck that I've been using for many, many years, and there are certain cards that do give us a future outcome. And I have got the January, February celebration, joy and happiness card here. And that also is sitting next to a female. So there could be some very positive news or some form of celebration around a female in your life around January, February. You could hear of a birth. Somebody might say, oh, mum, I'm pregnant, or a niece, or whatever, or a sister, and then we've got these beautiful changes, transitions, and so on around that female. This could also be about you making some changes, Cancer, within yourself over the next 3 to 5 months, improving your health, for example. And Spirit is saying that you can do it. You go for it. You can do this. You can make these changes, Cancer, over the next 3 to 5 months. This is September, but Spirit likes to also give you some guidance for your future whenever she talks to you. And so this is about you making some very positive changes. And also, maybe it's time for you to have a bit of time out. Maybe it's time for you to have a bit of a break, and chill out and look after yourself and look after your health. Okay. So that's another beautiful part of your reading. So I'd like to ask for a little bit more for our Cancers, please, for September. We will do a bonus reading, everyone, in the middle of the month, but we'll just see what else Spirit wants to give you for September 2025, please. Okay, there is some contract. This is also about commitment. Now, if you're thinking of making whatever these changes are, you have to stay committed. You have to commit yourself, and you have to stay in charge of this journey that you're on. These big changes that you're making, you must try and stay disciplined and stand in your willpower. So if you're thinking of making big changes within yourself, your health, a different routine, change of nutrition, whatever it is, Cancer, that you're thinking of doing, Spirit is asking you to stay committed to this and stand in your strength. And I'll look at the next card. Oh, this is amazing. We've got the nutrition card, commitment, and then we've got the food. Look, I think there's somebody out there that I think you are watching me today and you are saying, wow, yep, I'm making some changes. I am definitely making some big changes around my nutrition. And if you are, they're very positive and you're going to be very successful. You're going to be very successful. Now, some of you may even be thinking of studying nutrition. Some of you may be thinking of taking up a course in nutrition and learning all about food. Some of you may be thinking of growing your own food and making changes in your nutrition that way. Big message here about your health and making some positive change, Cancer. So whatever you're thinking of doing, you're on the right path. You're definitely on the right path, but you do need to commit to yourself. This is a month of big change, huge, huge, huge improvement in your health. And it's going to be very successful. It is going to be very, very successful. So please stick with it. Okay, please look after yourself and stick with it. You're going to be bringing back balance. This is about you being successful and bringing back balance, and also about weighing things up. So you might be weighing up about, how am I going to go about this? I'm trying to bring balance back into my health. I'm trying to bring balance back into my life by looking after myself, by healing myself, and by changing my nutrition. And if that's what you're doing, this is the outcome: success. This is big success. This is you being recognized for your, for your commitment, your willpower, your self-discipline. You're going to be very happy with yourself. Huge message about change in your health. Also, knowing, don't forget, Spirit said to you that we did have the Nine of Swords to begin with, where she's sitting in the bed and all the swords are around her and she's like this. This is Spirit saying to you, try not to allow that to hold you back. Time for you now to change, make changes, take control of your fears, take control of your anxiety, the things that have put them in the past. Time for you to move on now. We have the Ten of Pentacles. This is all about you being happy. It's more important that you can take control of your happiness, what it is that makes you happy. It's about financial security, making sure that you create this financial security, and also finding magic in the little things in life. It's time for you to look after yourself, see the beauty in the world, listen to the birds, all sorts of things. You need to nourish yourself, Cancer. You need to look after yourself. Okay, you are a water sign, and you are, the Queen of Cups, and so it's you are a nurturer, but you also need to nurture yourself and look after yourself. And okay, you may have been through some emotional stuff, but there's a lot of happiness ahead for you. There's a lot of happiness coming up. There's a lot of success around you financially, and also happy families, happy life. So there is a lot to look forward to, Cancer. Let's see what Spirit has given us for the Goddess of Compassion. Okay, this is a beautiful card, the Goddess of Compassion. And this is for you, Cancer, all you beautiful Cancerians out there. The Goddess of Compassion. ABC, Goddess of Compassion. Should be the next one. The Goddess of Compassion. Let's have a look here. Now, where are we? The Goddess of Compassion. Oh, I'm looking at the gods instead of the goddesses. Oh, sorry, everyone. We'll be there in a minute. Goddess of Compassion. It should be this. Oh, here it is. Sorry, because we've got the gods, goddesses, angels. Okay, let's read this out to you. So this is the beautiful Goddess of Compassion. This is for all our beautiful Cancers. The Goddess of Compassion has shown up in your reading today, Cancer, to ask you to be more compassionate towards yourself. Okay, this is confirming what Spirit just gave you, isn't it? At the core of every living thing, only love exists. Your personality and the role you play in this life is only transitory and ultimately an illusion. All that you perceive to be good or bad are necessary aspects of who you are. Positive and negative qualities exist in everyone and in everything. A more accurate description of positive and negative, of course, is the yin and yang, isn't it? The balance. And this was all about we had the balance, bringing balance, didn't we? Yeah. For in reality, there is neither positive nor negative, only opposite qualities which together make us whole. So, self criticism is diminishing your sense of self worth and keeping you in the illusion that you need to improve in order to be worthy of success, happiness, and fulfillment. Have compassion, love, and accept all of who you are as you are, and stop striving for something that is impossible to attain. Through love, your life magically transforms. Love yourself, accept yourself, give yourself the love that your soul deserves, Cancer. Okay? I hope this has resonated with you. It's an interesting reading. It's very positive. There seems to be some sort of a celebration coming up in January, February. Stay committed to whatever it is you're making changes in your life. There's obviously many of you making huge changes. You are being asked to take control of your life, to take the reins, steer your ship in the way you want to go. It's very important. It's not for others to decide your journey. It's up to you. And so, Cancer, if this does resonate with you, remember, give us a like. Would you like to subscribe? We do our daily guidance. We'll send, every day we do daily messages with affirmations. And we do, of course, the collectives every 4 to 5 days. We try to put out a lot of different guidance for you all. So please, why not subscribe? We'd love to have you as part of the family. I'd love to hear from you. I always answer to your comments. As you know, I'm Linda in Australia. Today, this is about September, a new season on the planet for each and every one of us, new beginnings, fresh starts. And this is all about you making very positive changes in your life, mind, body, soul. I'm really looking forward to seeing how things go for you, Cancer. Take care, and I look forward to catching up with you with your bonus readings in the middle of the month. Bye-bye for now.